Marc Marquez, the commanding leader of the 2025 Moto Championship, suffered an unnerving crash during free practice 1 at the Assen circuit, instantly sending shockwaves through the paddock. The drama erupted just 8 minutes into the session. Marquez lost the rear grip of his Lenovo Ducati mid-corner at the treacherous turn 15. In a split second, his machine slid violently across the damp asphalt, and the reigning frontrunner tumbled into the runoff area. From the replay footage, it was clear this wasn't a routine slip. The bike snapped sideways without warning, betraying even Marquez's trademark balance. The accident underlined how Assen can punish the slightest miscalculation, especially on a track still drying after morning rain. Spectators held their breath as Marquez rose slowly to his feet, removing his gloves with deliberate, uneasy motions. Observers immediately noticed him flexing and clutching the fingers of his left hand, a worrying sign. For the Ducati camp, team boss Davide Tardosi quickly confirmed Marquez was nursing pain not only in the hand, but also in his left forearm. The champion's expression was a mix of frustration and apprehension. For a moment, the paddock wondered whether he'd even rejoin the session instead of returning to his spare bike. Marquez retreated to the motorhome, delaying any further laps. It only fueled speculation that the injury might be more serious than he let on. Ducati mechanics scrambled to inspect the crashed Bezzecchi, as rival crews watched with a mix of concern and curiosity. Meanwhile, Francesco Bagnaia seized the moment. With Marquez sidelined, Pecco topped the timesheets, laying down a statement lap that seemed aimed squarely at his embattled teammate. The rivalry between the two Ducati stars has already defined this season, and this incident added fresh fuel. Not content to let Ducati dominate, Maverick Vinales charged forward on his Red Bull KTM Gasgas, posting a blistering lap that forced Bagnaia into second place. Marco Bezzecchi, hungry for redemption, slotted his Aprilia into the top 3 as the track continued to evolve. With 15 minutes remaining, the tension spiked again. A resurgent Marquez emerged from the motorhome, his body language rigid, but determined. He climbed aboard his spare Ducati and rolled back onto the track, signaling he wouldn't yield ground so easily. As the clock ticked down, Bezzecchi unleashed another ferocious time, vaulting to the top of the leaderboard. Fabio Quartararo responded by sliding his Yamaha into second, briefly reshuffling the order and reminding everyone that Assen rewards relentless aggression. Marquez, though, wasn't done writing headlines. In a defiant flourish, he produced a flying lap of 1 minute 30.3 seconds, immediately reclaiming P1 and proving the crash hadn't dulled his edge. The Ducati garage erupted in relief and perhaps a touch of disbelief. Bagnaia answered with a faster lap of his own, momentarily reclaiming second place. Bezzecchi found a final burst of speed, climbing back to third and pushing Quartararo out of the top 3. Each sector split felt like a fresh confrontation, an unspoken duel among title contenders. With only 5 minutes left, Vinales muscled his way up to second, displacing Bagnaia and raising the stakes. The Assen circuit, still lurking with slick patches, became an arena where every tenth of a second could shape the psychological battle for the champion. As the checkered flag neared, Marquez silenced any remaining doubts. He tightened his line through the final sector, shaving another tenth off his best time, 1 minute 30.2 seconds, cementing his authority over the session. It was a masterstroke of grit after an alarming fall, but the unease lingers, even as the final standings showed Marquez ahead, with Vinales and Bezzecchi snapping at his heels. The champion's tentative flexing of his left hand hinted this FP1 wasn't just another session. It was the opening shot in a weekend that promises to be volatile, unpredictable, and fiercely contested to the final lap. If you'd like, I can adjust the tone even further, or shorten or lengthen sections.